I need to learn how to sing. I'll put up my own damn album.
Can you write though?
No. Well, yeah, I can't write.
You can always hire this next man that we're gonna review his album.
I will be hiring him. That's what I need.
We're here to talk about Ne-Yo's nonfiction album. It's your boy Sermon, sermonsdomain.com.
What's going on? This is Reese at themarsupialempire.com.
Yes, this is Ne-Yo's first album since 2012. It's been a while. He released a little EP, and I've been, anticipating a new Ne-Yo album. Definitely.
It's about time, man.
Exactly. And I know he was with Def Jam, and now he signed somewhere else to
who is he signed to? I don't know who he signed to. I'll look it up. Yeah, I'll look at it. But I like the album a lot. Nonfiction is
Motown.
dope.
Motown Records.
Motown's getting a little bit of buzz now.
Yeah.
More than before, and he of course he has his own record label, Compound. So that's cool.
Right. So my initial thoughts on the album was I really appreciate the fact that Ne-Yo made it feel like an album, He made it the narrative.
Yeah.
I like that. And it's different for, obviously coming out of thinking about it, it's different for like an R&B artist because they don't really do mixtapes, so you don't have that blurred line like in hip hop where rappers release full bodies of work. That's
right.
So Ne-Yo, did good with the narrative.
It reminded me of The Senior, the Genuine album from way back, like 03 or whatever, because of the narrative, And while Ne-Yo always has like really quality like music because he can write and he can sing, obviously. I don't always know that his image lines up with his music so much, but I thought that narrative was like kind of redundant. Because we heard, well, I don't know. I don't know if this new generation of people or new generation of fans may have heard, but I think he does a great job again with the writing. It was great, and the songs are really good. It kind of the album, as long as it is, was 21 tracks.
Yeah,
it's really long. I think it kind of tails off towards the end, which is kind of to be expected. It's 21 songs,
Right. It's hard to make an album that long, and
unless you make Confessions.
Yeah, keep your attention.
Unless you make Confessions, and Confessions is 21 tracks. It was dope, but and not to like. Not this album.
Yeah.
One thing that really stood out to me was the fact that it was like really well sequenced, and I think the fact that the features made sense except for Juicy J.
Juicy J is just hot right now.
Man, that's a whole different whatever.
He still is.
But I'm not knocking Juicy J. I'm just saying like that doesn't fit to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the one that had the video for, right?
Yeah. You were saying it seems forced.
It seems forced. The song with Pitbull also seems forced, and it makes sense from the sense that they continue to make music together. But there's always that one song on the album that when you listen to it, you're like, okay, that's the money song. That's the song that you made to make money off of.
And that song is
that song
Time of Our Lives.
And the one She Knows with Juicy J. You can tell because when it's a single, it doesn't really fit with the album.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like all these slow songs that he's got going, and I don't know. I just felt like the way it was sequenced and the way that it fit or formatted is that you had a theme and you stuck to it pretty closely, and then you threw those two songs in there. It's like these don't fit here.
I know why they did Time of Our Lives. Obviously, if everything goes as planned, they'll probably push it as a big single.
Of course,
this summer.
It's probably the next single.
Yeah. I think I like the record. I like it. I'm not a big Pitbull fan. I feel like he betrayed hip hop by just not.
Well, I mean, he's from Miami, bro, so you can't really. I mean, that's like, and he's what is he? What is it? I don't know what it is. Is he Puerto Rican? Is he?
I don't know. I don't want to get into that. Angry.
So I don't want to be wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, but no, I get it. I mean, but when he first started coming out, he's rapping and everything. I appreciated that. But he doesn't really, rap anymore. He does these type of songs with, Ne-Yo. And his verse, obviously it's kind of rapping, I guess, if you want to call it that. But the verse
that's what he's doing.
The verse was, subpar. It doesn't feel like a rap. Nothing like he was doing when he first came out. But
I'll tell you this though, he's getting his money right now though.
Yeah, naturally.
He's definitely eating right now.
I don't. The concept of Time of Our Lives was weird too because
it's Cuban. Yes. Sorry.
Time of Our Lives. The concept was weird because here's Ne-Yo giving up on paying his rent just to go out and party, and that's. Yeah. I get it, but it just seems strange to me.
I just feel like Ne-Yo's he's better than that.
Right.
And I'm not saying he's better than that as far as his character goes and stuff like that. I just think he's better than that as far as a writer. I think that you look at a record like Integrity, right? you look at a record like Integrity, and you're talking about, just the writing. There's a young lady, you're trying to catch her attention. She denies you, says every skirt that's passed by has caught your eye, so I'm going to decline. Like nobody's doing that in records. At least being able to uphold like the respect for women still. Like a lot of times they're just objectifying women as sex symbols and so on and so forth. And Ne-Yo, I will say this about Ne-Yo. One of the things that I love about Ne-Yo is that he never does that. He never does that. Dating back to his first album, even what was the one he did with Jamie Foxx and Fabulous? She Got Her Own.
Yeah.
Still being able to uphold respect for women, so a major shout out to that, especially in the black community where a lot of women feel objectified and feel like they're being disrespected in current music, not just in hip hop but also R&B. You have, not to knock these individuals, but somebody like Trey Songz, who constantly looks at women as a sex symbol. You know what I mean? Okay. Again, it's not a knock on him. It's just that's the climate and what we're dealing with in the subject matter. So for somebody like Ne-Yo to be able to come along and and still instill that respect, this is something that your mom can listen to. You know what I mean? Something that your grandma can listen to, and they're gonna ask you, who's that guy? What's he talking about? Right. Like it's gonna catch their attention and say, man, there's somebody you should listen to, somebody you should aspire to be like, probably. You know what I mean?
And with that point, it's also interesting because when you mention Trey Songz, I look at Trey Songz as maybe a bigger name than Ne-Yo.
Of course.
But
because of the sex factor.
It's interesting how
no homo, but
the public reacts to that more than they would to Ne-Yo. And
people love
saying Ne-Yo's not a big name.
I'll say this, man. Ne-Yo's not gonna sell as many records as he probably should sell. This is a really good album with some really good and strong features as well with Schoolboy and T.I.
They always have good chemistry, T.I. and
yeah, always. But
T.I.'s good with working with R&B artists. I know he works with The Dream a lot, and he works kind of like Fabulous in a way. Fabulous was really good with working with R&B artists early in his career.
And I think that Ne-Yo's not going to sell as many records as he probably should sell because he doesn't bring like that sexy personified idea or that type of appeal to the table. I'm not gonna judge it because I'm a man and I'm not going to look at him that way. But it is interesting to see that like that weird aspect where he's not doing all these super sexual things. You know what I mean? So he's not gonna sell as many records, or he's not as hot of a name, but he makes just as good music, if not better, than some of his peers.
I definitely would say he makes better music than some of the people.
Absolutely, yeah.
Also, I wanted to talk about Storytime. Very funny record. I feel like you dedicate a whole record to trying to have a threesome with your girl, and it's like an acoustic type record. So that was funny to me.
It reminded me of the Miguel track, "The Pussy Is Mine."
Yeah.
That's because you don't hear that. You know what I mean? That's an every man's struggle, by the way. It is not easy, ladies and gentlemen, to get your girl to have a threesome. If you are blessed to have a girl who's willing to do that with you, kudos to you. You're the man right now.
You might want to think about getting a ring sometime in the future.
Possibly.
But no, I like how at the end, like the twist at the end, where he finds he spills that he had the girl's number, and so that kind of sets the rest of the album. The why is the breakup. Congratulations is.
Right.
She's moved on. She has a new life, new man and stuff. And I haven't indulged into the two bonus tracks, Come Over and Ballerina, that much, but I know listening to them once through, Come Over kind of continues like where Congratulations left off. So I like that. And I mean, obviously this album is 21 songs, and that's not including another 2 for the international bonus,
which is crazy to me.
Tele Records.
That's crazy. Well, it's crazy to me just because there's 2 international tracks, you know what I mean? Or for an international release, and it's like, but I mean, he does have Pitbull as someone who could co-market with him. So, I mean, if they feature Pitbull, I completely get that. If they, I don't know, I would get
it. The 2 international ones don't have any features. They're just, bonus songs.
But are they like big dance records, or I mean, what are they?
I haven't heard them yet.
Oh, okay.
We live in America, man.
So we're not gonna get them. Well, that's just something we're just gonna get them.
Yeah, we gotta find them. So, what would you rate nonfiction?
Again, man, it's hard rating R&B. I will say this though, it may not have a lot of replay value for me though. Only because it kind of tails off. You know what I mean? And it's really long.
It is.
Like, when do I have time to listen to like all 21 tracks?
An hour and
it doesn't mean that it's any longer than any other album, because I really don't think it is. but it's still 21 tracks. You know what I mean?
It might not be as engaging as another album.
Exactly.
That's the same
Of
length.
the same length, yeah. But just 21 different vibes that I get. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of.
Yeah, I get it, because I feel like you can cut out some songs and you'll still be able to enjoy the album, because there's songs like "Who's Taking You Home" that, you know, stand out one more.
Yeah.
These are records that you don't need to hear within the you know, the narrative to enjoy it. And I feel like that's, you know, maybe what I'll do at some point.
Yeah.
But I like the album.
Go buy the album.
I think it has more replay value than, you know, you think.
Right. Maybe.
Just me.
Maybe I just have to like let it sit more. But,
Maybe. Yeah.
But people, go buy the album because Neil deserves to sell albums.
Yeah.
So you should do that.
Go buy it.
Don't buy the singles because. Just don't buy the singles. Just buy iTunes, Amazon.com,
Best Buy, Target.
Best Buy, Target, whoever else.
If you're
don't get it from Target. Boycott Target. I'm not a Target fan.
If you're international, you can get it on iTunes and get some bonus tracks as well.
Yep. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, once again, subscribe to the channel, like the video.
All that shit, though.
Let us know your comments about the album below.
And subscribe.
Subscribe, yeah, of course. Recommend us to your friends, you know.
Everybody. And make love to this album twice, though.
Is that what you do?
I'm gonna work it in there. I'm gonna work that in.
Once again, thank you guys for watching the video.